Hello and welcome to Treehouse tutorial on long multiplication. This will be best for the children in years 5 and 6 who are developing on from short multiplication. So you can see here I've got the calculation, which is 2,147 multiplied by 38. Now we can build and develop on our short multiplication by beginning on this first line by saying that actually we're going to work out the answer to 2,147 multiplied by the 8, so I've colour coded it in green here on the first line. So we'll begin with that, which kind of just recaps our short multiplication. So 8 multiplied by 7, we're going to say is 56, and we remember from that method that we have the ones in the ones column here, the 6, but then we need to carry across our 5 here into the tens column. So technically when we do an 8 times 4 here, we're doing 8 multiplied by 40, but within this method, as long as you are understanding your place value and you've got your places up there, then you know that actually, in reality, you can be saying 8 multiplied by 4 is 32, and then add the 5 there is 37, which will come across like this. Now, just hearing, we have got a top tip coming in here, a Treehouse top tip. And that is that as you go, I find it useful to actually cross out these digits that we've got hanging around here. You'll see why as we get further on. Okay, you don't have to do this. I find it useful, so I've used that 5. I've already added it on, so I'm going to cross that off now. You'll see why coming up. So as we now come along, I'm saying, well, the 8 multiplied by 1 is 8, but don't forget this 3 here, of course. So we've now got 11 here. Right, and again, following that Treehouse top tip, I'm going to take that off here. And then we're coming along to here, so we've got 8 multiplied by 2, which is 16 within our thousands column, of course, and then plus the 1 is 17. Okay, so I've used that one, coming along to here, I've now used that one. So I'm suggesting that at this stage, 17,176, that is what 2,147 multiplied by 8 is. Okay, just getting in the VAR check on that one. Yes, we know that one's right. Good stuff. Okay, so we move on from there, and you can see that I've now got to switch pens to red. You don't need to do that, but again, this is helping you understanding, because now a lot of people would say, well, I'm multiplying 2,147 by 3. But you're not, because actually you're multiplying by 30 here, okay? And those two together, by the 8, then by the 30, will give you the answer to 2,147 multiplied by 38. So let's go and do it by the 30. Now the first thing that many people will forget, well, we're multiplying by 30, but we're going to treat it like a 3 in one sense when we do some of our calculations. So we must remember this 0 here. That is crucial and shows our place value understanding that actually the whole number on this line needs to be multiplied by 10, by a multiple of 10 here, not just by the 3, okay, so by the actual 30. So here we go. So 3 multiplied by 7 is 21, okay, and then again we consider crossing this off once we come along. So 3 multiplied by 4 is 12, but plus the 2 is 14, which I've just used, so I can take that through. Okay, 3 multiplied by 1 is 3, plus the 1 equals 4. I've used it. And then 3 multiplied by 2 is 6, so I'm suggesting there that 2,147 multiplied by 30 is 64,410. We'll get the check coming in on that. Yes, that's right. Okay, and now we are on to our final part, which is the addition. Why is it addition? Because when you add the total of that to that, then you will get obviously 2,147 times 38. So here we go. Ooh, throwing pens around now. 6 times 0, 6 plus 0. Getting far too excited now. 6 plus 0, and then 7 plus 1. Here's that bit here. No, coming up in a second. 1 plus 4 is 5. Struggling to draw 5 side on here, but here's that bit that I was talking about. Why have we been crossing these digits off as we go? Because this bit can be a bit confusing. So when you've got the 7 plus the 4 and you're saying, well, that's 11, you can have all these digits floating around as we've had before, and you could be thinking, should I be adding them, should I not? Okay, anything on the bottom line is the only one that you will add. Okay, but if you do cross as you go, then it makes it much easier, so you know this is the only one that you should be adding. For example, in previous columns you didn't need to add those ones because you'd crossed them out earlier or because they weren't on this bottom line here. Okay, 1 add 6 add 1 is going to be 8, so therefore I am suggesting that 2,147 multiplied by 38 is 81,586. Final check on that. Yes, it is right. And there is another Treehouse tutorial for you.